So let's talk about that word that we all secretly dread. What is that word? Inconsistency. Ooh, that hurts just even saying that, right? You know the feeling when you have the best laid plans, you've written it out in your pretty color coded planner in different colored ink, and you wrote down everything that you want to accomplish in this day. And so it could sound like Bible study in the morning without rushing, writing out my prayers and journaling, writing that book chapter that I've been talking about for the last 6 months, or creating that presentation for work that I have to do in 3 days, right? You know, the best laid plans, and it's written out, scheduled, and you are excited about it. But then what happens? Life happens, right? You wake up, the dog is sick. You just remembered for some reason that you have a 7 a.m. Zoom meeting and it's 6:45 a.m. And so what just happened to all of your best laid plans? They went bye-bye, flying out the window. That's where inconsistency hits us like a curveball. And you're like, well, if you're anything like me, you may be wondering, is this self-sabotage? Am I not really that disciplined enough to make my goals or make my dreams a reality and achieve my goals? Is that really me? I want you to calm down, because what if I told you that it is not self sabotage? You see, we live in a world that worships consistency. That's right. We always hear stick to the plan, you're going to reach your goal, or eat, grind, sleep, rinse and repeat, do it again, and be consistent every single day. Now, while that sounds good in a video, and it maybe even looks good on paper, it's not good in real life. Let's just be practical about it. It is not life. Because you see, maybe you haven't noticed, but life doesn't need permission to throw you a curveball. Sometimes you wake up and you are late. You are behind the eight ball and you hit the ball out the park on Monday, but it's Thursday and you like, I don't even want to go to the park. I don't want to even hit the ball, right? That may be you. And guess what, sis? That makes you human. Spoiler alert, we're all human trying to figure out our way. So, being inconsistent, I'm going to tell you that it's okay. That's right. I'm also going to tell you stop beating yourself up when you are not consistent, when you are not ticking off every box on your never ending to do list, or you are not doing the things that you said you would do. Now, there are days when you feel like it, and there are days when you're not. Embrace them both. That's right. Because here's the thing that I need you to understand. One, being inconsistent is part of being human, and every day is different. The sunrise isn't the same every day. That's why you plan to see one every single day. Parts of your body are not equally the same. Your left hand may be bigger than your right hand, or hey, your left foot may be smaller than your right foot. It's called inconsistent. Look in nature. Not every rose is perfectly the same. They're not identical twins. Why? Because that's life, that's human nature. And when we embrace it versus resist it, we'll have a better life experience. So if you're guilty, like I am, stop beating yourself up about being inconsistent and start celebrating those moments that you are. Because I guarantee you, there's a time when you hit the ball out the park on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So on Friday, you need to be celebrating, even though you didn't do it on Thursday. It's okay. You still need to celebrate those 3 times during the week that you did show up. And I know you're consistent with brushing your teeth, right? So stop lying and saying that you're not consistent, because you are. Now, sometimes, and this is true, we're inconsistently doing the things that we don't want to do. I get it. And that's a entirely different video. But right now, what I want you to do, the first step is embrace who you are, embrace where you are, and embrace life. That's right. Embrace life and all of the flaws and imperfection and inconsistency that comes with life. Because if you don't, you're going to get stuck. And my job as your virtual coach is to help you get unstuck. So here are 5 practical practices that you can start today if you are dealing with some inconsistencies. The first one, Stop labeling yourself as inconsistent. That's number one. Just stop with the labels because your words are power and your words create your reality. And if you keep saying, I'm inconsistent, I never follow through, I'm always inconsistent. Why am I inconsistent? If you're saying this over and over again, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, number one, get rid of the labels. And that's not just an inconsistency, that's in life. Get rid of the labels. Okay, number two, start dancing with the nuances of life. That's right. As I said before, every day is different. So embrace what is and not what you think it should be. You're not going to always wake up and feel the same. You're not going to always hit the ball out the park every single day. So embrace the nuances of life. Number three, start small. Sometimes we've got some grandiose ideas. We want to hit 5 goals in one day. You know what? That may be too much. So then we go down to 3 goals, the top 3. That sounds good, but maybe that's not practical. How about one? One step, one prayer, one verse, one sentence in your book, one baby step at a time. And then number 4, adjust your expectations. You see, perfection is not the goal, sis, but progress is. If it was about perfection, I would have stopped this video and edited. And if you know anything about me, I don't edit videos. But if it has to be perfect, then I'm not going to make a video. And probably that's the reason why I'm inconsistent sometimes. So let's throw perfection out the window and have progress, one small step at a time, going towards our goals, our aspirations, and dreams. And then finally, number 5, which I think is the most important, is invite the Most High into your mess. Invite the Most High into your messy life. Why? Because He already sees it. He already knows where you are and He knows what you need. And He is not waiting for you to get your life together to meet you. He wants to come into your life right now in the messy part of it and be your source of strength, your source of joy, your provision. He wants to be it all. So invite Him in. You see, many times we make plans, we set dates, we put our goals and we have our dreams, but we leave the Most High out of it. And that is not how we're going to be successful. That is not how we're going to become unstoppable. We have to invite Him in. And we have to say, hey, Father Yah, here's what I'm dreaming about doing. Here's the schedule I got going for today. What do you think about it? Can I dedicate the time to you? Is this what you want me to do? And I think Proverbs chapter 16 says it best. It says that man makes the plans, but the Lord determines his steps. Read chapter 16 for yourself in the version that you like and understand that while we are making plans, the Most High is saying, hey, I know where you're going. I know what you need. And sometimes that thing that you think it is not you. Not for today. So sleep in, sis. Or the next day, this is for you. So get up early and do your thing and hit the ball out the park. But through it all, inconsistency and consistency, trust the Most High. That is all working out the way it's supposed to. And guess what? You are right where you're supposed to be. So I want to end this video with encouraging you that if you're feeling discouraged or you're feeling like you're not keeping up or you're not being consistent in working on your goals and your aspirations and dreams, I want you to know you are not alone. I admitted in the beginning of this video, I'm inconsistent, but I also give myself grace. And guess what, sis? I want you to give yourself grace too. You're not alone, and it's okay if you're perfectly inconsistent. Welcome to the human club. That's perfectly okay. Celebrate those moments that you are consistent. Celebrate when you do tick that box off and that next box and that next one, and you like, I hit the ball off the park today. Celebrate that. And what you'll be doing is planting what I call a new memory file in your subconscious mind, and you're only going to get more of it. Why? Because your subconscious mind is like, hey, that felt good. Let's do it again. So I hope that this encourages you, my call to action for you today in this video is to read Proverbs 16 because there's so many pearls of wisdom just about life that will help you as you are on this journey of going from being stuck to unstuck, gaining that momentum, and yes, becoming unstoppable and creating the life that you love and becoming that unstoppable woman that you are meant to be. Be blessed, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.